If you are looking for something new and different for the upcoming Compliance Week celebration in November, check out The Compliance Kids. It's my 3-book children's series on compliance and compliance professionals for children. But they make great gifts and great training tools for your employees. You can check it out on Amazon.com. We've linked to it in the show notes. The Compliance Tip of the Day. This is the podcast where we bring you daily insights and practical advice on navigating the ever-evolving landscape of compliance requirements. Whether you're a seasoned compliance professional or just starting your journey, my aim in this podcast is to provide you with a bite-sized, actionable tip to help you stay on top of your compliance game. Join us as we explore the latest trends from the Department of Justice, share some best practices, demystify complex compliance issues to help keep your organization doing business ethically and in compliance, and at the end of the day, more profitably. Tune in daily for your dose of compliance wisdom. Let's make compliance a little less daunting, one tip at a time. Now a word from the sponsor of the Compliance Podcast Network, Ethico.
If you're a compliance officer, middle managers are crucial in getting your programs from you to your frontline employees. But how do we activate those managers and get them on our side? Ethico's new Middle Manager Toolkit equips you with the skills needed to empower your managers, to promote a culture where ethical behavior thrives and employees feel empowered to speak up. Learn how to turn frontline managers into ethical leaders with our new white paper, Empowering Middle Managers as Ethics Champions. And did I mention you can get the whole toolkit for free? Head to ethico.com to download the full toolkit today.
In today's Compliance Tip of the Day, we consider reinforcing your whistleblower policies through training. The foundation of an effective whistleblower program is a clear, robust policy that is communicated effectively throughout your organization. Well, how can you do so? Number one, review and update whistleblower policies. Start by revisiting your existing whistleblower policies. Ensure they are clearly outline the process for reporting misconduct, the protections afforded to whistleblowers, and the consequences for retaliatory actions. Update your policies to reflect the latest guidance from the Department of Justice and industry best practices. 2, comprehensive training programs. Policies are only effective if employees understand them. Develop and deliver training programs that educate employees on the importance of whistleblowing, the protections they are entitled to, and how to report concerns. The training should be mandatory, regularly updated, and tailored to different levels of an organization, ensuring that everyone, from frontline employees to senior executives, understands their role in maintaining a speak-up culture. 3, regular communications. Training is only one part of your complete package of communications. You should keep whistleblowing on top of mind by regularly communicating to employees through short, engaging bursts of information the importance of speaking up. This can be through internal newsletters, town hall meetings, dedicated campaigns, through emails, through animation, or a wide variety of other mechanisms that reinforce your company's commitment to ethical conduct and employee protection. In short, having a policy of speak up and even a great culture is not enough. You have to let employees know the policy of the company, the policy against retaliation, and you need to keep communicating with them through an engaging manner of communications, whether it's animation, whether it's email, whether it's audio, whether it's podcast, whether it's a story about the importance of speaking up and that they will be protected going forward. As I said in the opening of this podcast, this month's sponsor of the entire Compliance Podcast Network is Ethico, and they've developed a toolkit for middle managers that will help middle managers in intaking information from employees and, equally importantly, understanding how to respond and how to get the information up to compliance for the decision makers. We've linked to this toolkit in our show notes, so check it out at ethico.com. This is Tom Fox again. This new podcast, Compliance Tip of the Day, will appear daily. And frankly, it's one of the most requested topics for a podcast that I get on a regular basis. It's going to be short and sweet with one tip with some takeaways that you can utilize to implement into your compliance program. If you've got a question that you would like a tip on, please submit them through our website, and we will use them in an upcoming episode. The Compliance Tip of the Day is a production of the award-winning Compliance Podcast Network. Finally, this podcast contains promotional materials.